Well, it all started with a twitch in his arm. Now, 3 years later, 51-year-old Joe Bozovich can't use his hands and is too weak to even walk. The elementary school teacher suffers from ALS, commonly referred to as Lou Gehrig's disease. WFMY News 2's Kerry Hartsfield joins us now with his story. Tell us about him.
Well, Sandra, Joe Bozovich is known as Mr. B at Greensboro's Bluford Elementary School. He's taught for 22 years, but in February, ALS forced him to leave the classroom. Still, he hopes to teach a lesson, this time about the disease that is taking his voice and could claim his life.
I was always on the go.
Before Joe Bozovich lost the use of his hands and legs, he loved exercising, traveling, and teaching his third grade class at Bluford Elementary School in Greensboro.
There's something I would rather be in the classroom.
Last August, he would come to school with a cane. Later, he was in a wheelchair, but by February, he was too weak to teach.
I think that was even harder than the ALS. But when I told my children I was leaving, I cried.
Still, this award-winning teacher, who students call a blessing and inspiration, wants to educate people about the disease that is taking over his body.
People look away. I want people to know about the disease and not to be afraid of it. I'm doing the thing. I'm doing Joe.
ALS affects nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord, leading to a loss of muscle movement. The disease can also cause paralysis, even death. But Bozovich says he's focused on living.
I got things to do. I got a place to go and be able to see.
And in February, he saw Paris from his wheelchair.
I'm looking about.
Now, Bozovich went to Paris with his sister. She plans to push his wheelchair in the ALS Walk in Raleigh this summer. Mr. B, as his students call him, says he never really had a chance to say goodbye to his class this year, and he wants his students to know that he's very proud of them.
He is quite an inspiration, isn't he?
Such a positive spirit, and he said, his mother actually takes care of him, and he said, I always thought I would be taking care of my mother, and she's taking care of me now.
A lesson for us all. Thanks a lot. Well, the ALS Association reports that an estimated 30,000 people suffer from the disease. Symptoms include muscle weakness, twitching and cramping of muscles, trouble using your arms and legs, and difficulty speaking. For more information about ALS or to share your battles with the disease, log on to digtriad.com.